Krishna's on there.
Hello.
Hi. Ooh, that's a bright light shining behind you there.
Yeah, that guy?
Yeah.
It's like a star.
Honey.
It's a star. Just working with the lighting I have.
Yeah. Though it wasn't bad last night when you were against the curtains.
Well, I was in a different spot. I wouldn't have had enough room to work.
True.
So last night, all I needed was enough room to look at the camera and talk. But the one thing that is better this time is you can see my eyeballs. Because I had the camera too high last time, so my eyes looked like they were shut the whole time. But anyways, we have things we're doing.
Well, you mainly have things.
Well, we have things we're doing. Starting with this weekend, we are going out of town, and will be down in
Madeira.
So, you want to start telling these lovely folks what's up?
Yeah, guys. So, we will be in Madeira, California for the OmegaCon, hosted by the one and only Pete Zalazar, who also puts on the Weekend Blenders we talk about so much. This is his big con that he does, and he does it once a year, and they're gonna have so many different celebrity guests, cosplay guests, and a bunch of other stuff. Like, this is our first time going, and we're a featured guest. If you guys haven't seen our socials, we will have a booth. Our booth will be a photo op, so you guys can take pictures with our props and get all nostalgic with it. I think we're bringing Reptar, so we can let you guys take photos with Reptar. Also, our good friends, the guys from Distance Learning, are going to be there, just kind of hosting and chit-chatting and just hyping up everybody. So, Phil, if you guys were at Citrus Heights Weekend Blender, he was playing music, he was announcing stuff, and it was just having a good old time. So you guys need to, if you're in Madeira area on Saturday, May 10th, you guys need to come down and hang out with us. It's $10 if you get your tickets right now online, or at the door that's $15. So it's really inexpensive convention to get to. And Project Wish Upon a Star is gonna be hosting the beer bar. Is that what they're calling it?
Beer garden.
The beer garden. They're gonna have specialty beers and wines and lots of fun stuff. They're having Star Wars themed photo ops there.
Star Wars Tina is what I do believe they're calling it.
Yeah, the Star Wars Tina. They have made their reels about it and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be dressed as, but it's going to be, we always do something.
OTD.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, guys, head over there. And also, if you're not able to make that drive down there and you're local to Sacramento, Stockton, you can head out to LodiCon. That's the same day, but it's in Lodi at Lodi Grape Festival grounds. And they're going to have a bunch of celebrities and wrestlers there too. It's always good fun. And you know that because it's in Lodi, they're going to have the wrestling ring under the barn. Bruce's barn is what it's called, to be exact. I love that. And also, I do believe D Squad's going to be there at that one. Grumpy Cookie, Deadpool. I know is going to be there. Sacramento Deadpool will be walking around. I'm not sure if Spidey, his little Spidey's going to be there or not. I haven't asked, but if he pops in the chat later on tonight, we can ask him then if Spidey's going to be there. So there's 2 events going on this Saturday, Omega Comic Con and Lodi Comic Con. So whatever area you're closer to, guys, stop by, or if you're feeling adventurous, go to both. And to close out the weekend, we have also Impound has this first time ever doing this Rampage, where they're having their own wrestling thing. Oh, Ethan will be going. Okay, he was listening. His ears were burning. So yes, Sack Deadpool and Spidey will be there at Lodi Comic Con. So you can say hi and take lots of photos with them. And like I was saying, Rikishi is supposed to be there. When's his birthday? Why are you not telling us about this, man? We need to know these things. We need to know when birthdays are happening. Yeah, so there's gonna be all kinds of celebrity guests there. I know Rikishi tomorrow. Okay. Well, I do believe this Monday is game night. So we will have something for the little lad. So yeah, I know I just saw earlier today that Rikishi's not going to be at LodiCon. As far as I know, he'll still be at Impound Rampage. So hopefully you can see Rikishi in this area this weekend. You don't want to miss seeing Rikishi. And then later on this month, we will be with Distance Nerding at Gem State Comic Con in Boise, Idaho. It's going to be our first time going. I'm so excited to see the guys from Gilmore Girls. I love the Gilmore Girls. Yes, they've done other things, but I know them as Luke and Kirk. That's where they hold the place in my heart. So I am very excited to see them. Hi, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler's going to be there too. He's going to be everyone's little minion running around. And after Gem State, locally, jumping back over to Sacramento, Sac Geeks is going to be hosting their first ever Geek Pride Night Market at Lucid Winery. It's free admission. You just got to go to the links and reserve your tickets to get in. I know there's going to be lots of vendors. Jeff cut out because his internet's kind of crappy, so hopefully he can get back on and it won't be too spotty tonight. So yes, Sac Geeks, it's going to be a fun event. I hope you guys can make it there and hang out, have some wine, and shop. It's for all ages too, so you don't need to leave the kids at home unless you want to. Yeah, you won't be able to attend because you're not even going to be able to come to our house. So rude. And also that same weekend of May 25th and 24th, there will be FanimeCon in San Jose, California. I'm hearing there's a lot of cosplayers that we know that are going to be there. So you guys can say hi to them. I'm pretty sure Cindy Rue's going to be there. Pepperjack plans on being there. Oh my gosh, there's so many others I can't think right now. Oh, Marina and her family, they're going to be there. Oh my gosh, there's so many people that we know that are going to be there. JY Joe, I'm pretty sure is going to be there. I think Ed is going to be there. Oh my gosh, so many people. Okay, yeah. So the 25th also, I don't have the flyer. Maybe I will put that in before. There's a Ren Fair in Redding. That is where Sacramento Deadpool will be. So if you guys are not in San Jose or you're not in Sacramento area, but you're more towards Redding, you can go over to the Ren Fair and say hi to Sacramento Deadpool. He'll be making the rounds up there too. So guys, there's a lot going on. I'm not even done. I think, one more thing to end up the year, or not the year, the month. we will be again with Distance Nerding at Beaver State Comic-Con in Redmond, Oregon. And again, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I know the guys talk about it, and they always have Dave on their show to talk about it, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So, Say Wong, are you going to be at Fanime then? You're saying you'll be in San Jose. Hopefully that'll be true, and you'll be one of the many people that I know that's going to be down in San Jose that weekend. And that, I think, is going to do it right now until I do the wrap up of towards the end of the show.
You forgot the mighty hammer.
Huh?
You forgot about the mighty hammer.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I have it right here. Speaking of Sack Deadpool at Renaissance. Guys, spread the word and get us to 100 subscribers so we can raffle this off. You know all about it. Let me talk about it again. 3D printed Warhammer. The little gears can change colors. I think we have like 6 different colors. So you can interchange them however you wish. You unscrew the base here, and it comes with a set of your very own D&D dice. So, guys, even if you don't D&D, it's still a pretty cool piece to have. You can use it for cosplay. You can have it as just, a cool decoration in your home. It's awesome. Who would not want to have this?
14 more. 14 more people.
14 more people.
We're at 86.
Yes, 14 more. 14 plus we want for the get this raffled off to whomever wins it. So, guys, also, while we're talking about getting subscribers. Huh?
That's a $20, almost $30 setback from that thing.
So while we're talking about subscribers, Distance Nerding needs to get to 400, and they're at like 360 something. And once they get to 400, they're gonna do giveaways and prizes and stuff. So you guys, there's so many people who need subscribers. Just tell your friends and coworkers. Just all they gotta do is hit subscribe. Okay, just hit that button. That's all. If they watch,
also Kyber Cave Kyber Cave, I do believe it's every 100 subscribers raffles off a lightsaber.
Yes, they do. Every time they get 100 subs, they raffle off a lightsaber in their live stream. So, guys, there's so many people. So many. Come on. We need the subs. Everyone needs the subs. You get us the subs, we give you stuff. Who doesn't want free stuff for just clicking a button? And Sacramento Deadpool, you can still be listening to us as you're driving and getting Ethan a birthday present. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. You can bother people in the store with having us on. I do it all the time. All the time. Every Thursday, if we happen to be at the store, I do that.
So,
Friday.
What we are doing tonight is we are working on Bruce's birthday gift. He is getting a new vest, and all these patches on here are just currently sitting on here. You can see they're loose. And I am going to tack stitch them, which means just in a handful of spots stitch, so that when I run the sewing machine on it, it doesn't end up crooked or out of place. This is the layout for the front, and this is going to be the layout for the back. We are starting with the back because all the back I can run through a sewing machine when I get back to the house. The front, I can run some of them through. This thing has massive pockets in the front, and if I sew it with a sewing machine on the front, he will no longer have massive pockets on the inside. Which is
Aw,
one of the
darn
cool
it, he
features
can't
of it.
hide his 3D print toys in it.
Or his entire Switch.
Yeah.
The Switch on one side and the tablet in the other.
Oh, God. Well, he does have the tablet to take photos, so.
Or the Switch on one side and the BMO games in the other.
Yeah.
But I am going to start sewing. While you were talking earlier, I put a thread together here.
Mm.
You can get rid of this guy. Ooh,
Oh, okay.
here's the big. So I put together a thread. You can see I have that same image that we just had up in the back here. And I am going to start doing some stitching. Some of these patches are very, very old. This one and this one in particular, I had in high school. So they're getting old. And then some of these are newer ones, like our lovely Sinister pin patch in the middle here.
I think technically the Sharks one is. It's just new to us.
Yeah. But I mean, these two were on my. I used to have a hoodie back in high school, and those two are on my hoodie back in high school. I should have brought a thimble.
Ooh. Yeah, well.
Oh well.
It is what it is for tonight.
I have calluses. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
It just be nice. So we have a couple of things we are doing tonight for activities, I do believe.
Mainly would you rather's because I didn't have time to get any Mad Lib stuff together.
Fun.
So first, would you rather? Let me click back over. This one is about book stuff. I think I clicked on the wrong one.
While you look up your sting, we are looking into merch right now, and we are looking to use our newer logo, which I'm sure some of you guys have seen the Splash unicorn logo that we have now, courtesy of Levi that did a great job with that commission for us. And we are looking into getting some merch out there soon. We will probably start with, so do keep your eye out for those. Hey, girl mode.
Hi, Ashley. Okay, I have one question that it's not nerdy or anything. It's just a question. Let me click back over here. And the question is, if you find $100,000 would you rather find $100,000 that you can keep, or find $1 million that you have to give to charity? It's in the chat for everybody, and I'll put it up here.
Do you get to pick the charity?
I think you would get to pick the charity.
But some charities are not as good as others.
Yeah, true.
Don't not every
So
charity
Tyler
is gonna
says
agree with
keep the 100,000. What's everyone else
I would
thinking?
have to go that way too, just because I have so much. All my student loan debt and stuff could just disappear. That'd be
True.
lovely.
Debt would disappear for you.
Plus, get a couple of
Upgrade
all the
some
debts would
vehicles.
go away, and then we could get some nicer car.
Yeah, get nicer vehicles. I get that cosplay vehicle we keep talking about. Girl Mode says she would give it to charity, so we have 1 for 1. And I guess we're both in the side of keep, so we can clear off debt and just get ourselves in a better situation. Say Wong, are you there? Hello? Hello, hello.
There's also a half dozen projects that are waiting on money.
Yeah, true. Like our bedroom.
Our bedroom, our backyard, our. But I was thinking even cosplay. There's cosplay projects that I have half the parts for, but I can't continue on it because I don't have the money for it. And there's other ones that I need to get. I want to build like Appa, but I would need servos and stuff like that to do it how I want to do it, because I really want to learn some servos, and I want to get the eyes moving around, and if possible I would love to be able to make it sneeze every time I see Asuka or Sokka.
Bruce, hurry up and get what you need.
If I had a trigger button to make it sneeze on Sokka, that would be amazing. Because anyone that watched the old Avatar series knows he sneezes on like 3 times in that series.
What if when we meet, I'm pretty sure we met the person who voiced Sokka. What if we meet him again? You gonna sneeze on him?
Yeah, of course. We have met Sokka, and he was a very nice man.
We've met everyone.
That falls right into his character voice, like many voice actors do.
Mm-hmm.
He will switch up so quick into character. Many voice actors can do that. I mean, John DiMaggio was going between Jake to the freaking King to Bender. Granted, it's not a big vocal shift, but there are different ways, different pattern of speech. I think he even threw a Rada in there at one point.
Probably. Like if someone had a Bender picture or something.
Well, Rada is initial.
Oh yeah, that's right.
From Chowder.
I knew. Yeah, that's right. Because Aiden and I used to go Roddle at each other all the time. Because Aiden loves Chowder.
I love Chowder. On the wings of an eagle. That is the most inspirational song ever.
I got another one. Okay. All right, guys. New question. Let me get this. Yeah, that one came up. Okay. Would you rather get free food everywhere you go or get free Wi-Fi?
Food. I've been doing it. And it's wonderful.
You've been what?
Eating free all week, and it's freaking wonderful. And burritos, and I had a big old bacon cheeseburger a minute ago. That thing was freaking delicious.
We had burgers too, but I made them, so they weren't as great as what you had because it was just a patty and cheese.
I haven't been going out. I've been eating at the hotel, and it's delicious.
Yeah, your situation's pretty nice. So for those of you who don't know, obviously Jeff is not home. He is out of town for work, training, and his hotel accommodations are pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, last night, for anyone that wasn't in the distance starting chat, last night I had cheesecake and Jack Daniels Coke. So, it's been pretty nice out here. So, also, I mean, just imagine you go to a con and you get food. Oh, not have to spend $30 on a freaking nothingness meal.
Yeah, or have to like pack and sneak food in or something.
Not have to go buy freaking $8 nachos that don't even fill you up. Tater is food.
So is Say Wong. Ashley, am I to assume, since you said you want cheesecake, you would go with free food over free Wi-Fi?
It was good cheesecake too. Had a nice raspberry drizzle on it. Mm-hmm.
If you're into that sort of thing.
A chocolate drizzle, and it had a raspberry. And there was like a sliced up strawberry on the side, and there was blueberries all over the plate, and there's like a pile of whipped cream at the end. Delicious. Just so good. If I wasn't so full, I might go get another one. Although they are open until like 11.
You lucky brat.
Who said that one?
Huh?
Who said lucky brat?
Me to you. Cause
I mean, it was good. And then I went over to the hot tub after. Sit in the hot tub, relax, jump in the pool, do a couple laps. It was nice. And then go to school and freaking set up a crane.
That's what you're doing?
I'm doing crane training for crane inspections.
I forgot what you were training.
I am very tan on my arms and kind of red on my face. I was out in the sun all day, and it was like 80 something down here with no sun cover. Mm-hmm. It was toasty. Tomorrow's supposed to be hotter, and we don't get to go outside until like 9 o'clock. So the sun will already be nice and up high, ready to cook me. I think I might actually run over to the Walgreens or something when I get done with this and grab some sunblock. You can kind of see it on the sides there. It's kind of red. Mm-hmm. I can feel the tightness. It's not like a full. I'm not roasted, but it's not far away. Really, really glad I didn't cut my hair before I came.
Yeah, we all need some haircuts. I was noticing that on Bruce earlier.
I think I might actually get mine professionally cut this time because of what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to back section, but I'm going to just taper it down and bring it short so it's shorter and it's taller on the top, tapers down to shorter on the back, and kind of tapers inward on the back. That way I can still sit back in a car.
Okay.
But I can grow my horse mane
I'm
back.
still trying to find a new one.
Grow my luscious horse mane that I had when you met me back.
Are you gonna make it that long?
The top probably not. I'm looking at the top probably meaning. For those of you that are wondering what the hell we're talking about, I'm doing the mohawk. But I think at the top, I'm probably gonna go about 3 inches, probably. Where when you met me, was about 8 inches.
Yeah, because you were in
So
a
about
growing
half that.
contest with your sister.
No, I wasn't.
Hello,
I was just.
distance nerding. I don't know which one you are, but hello.
I was not. I was aiming for a foot for myself, but I never got there. I got to like 10.5 inches. And then
But
I
wasn't
cut
she
it.
trying to grow hers out too, and you guys were in
She may
competition?
have been as well, but there was no contest there. And then Bruce, when he first grew his, we waited until he got to a foot.
Yeah. Also, it was hard to stand it
Oh,
up.
it was impossible to get that thing to stand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure if he wasn't a toddler, basically, it might have been easier because then he at least stay still long enough. But it was horrible to try to get him to sit still long enough for that thing to even attempt to dry.
He stood still long enough for being 3.
He did great. It's just toddlers aren't meant to freaking sit around and and like literally stay still. It's
Which
not in a
makes
toddler's
me
nature.
wonder how the moms with the babies that get the braids and stuff all over their head, what do they do to make them babies sit still so they can get it done right?
Well, some of them do the tablet method, but
Yeah, I
also
mean,
braids aren't as motion critical. So if you're holding the braids and the kid moves to the side, just kind of move with them, and then like, hey, you need to stay still, and then they stay still for a while, and you get some more done. Mohawk, he moves, he just destroyed 20 minutes of work. So it's
okay, so
less
now
motion critical.
now it's a guessing game of who's controlling the distance learning count. Is it James or is it Phil? Tyler thinks it's Phil. They say, "Are you sure?" So, give us a clue as to who you are so we can figure it out. While I find these cookies that I found in my vest pocket.
How fast can you get in a car?
Faster than Jeff? I don't think so.
I mean, even the one time Phil messing with me tried to pull away while I was half out of the car on purpose. I
That's
still
what
just
I
did
mean.
one good skater kick and jumped in. He pulled away and I just one good skater kick and a push up, and I'm like, I'm good. Jackie says, Phil, it's Phil.
Yeah. Are you a towel flapping in the wind? Tyler, I think you're like a couple comments too late.
All I hear when I saw the Jackie says is, my mama said, my mama said.
Well, sometimes that's how it be for some people. Their wife is like the mom where you got to ask. Is that one just that thick?
All these patches are really thick. And it doesn't help any that I'm going through a thick patch to a nice, fresh denim jacket that's not even been washed once. So all the fibers and everything are nicely tight woven. I can actually, when I pull on it, I can hear if no one's talking, I can hear the cotton string dragging through the denim, making a little noise. So yeah. It's a little stiff. And then I picked a needle that didn't have a huge back, which kind of has a mixed bag because by the needle being skinny, it slides through easier. But by it being skinny, it also has less surface for my finger to push on the back. So it's more that it wants to dig into my finger when I push it down. One thing I can do that I have done is I will get it started, and then you'll see me do my hand like goes like this, that's because I'm using the back of my fingernail to push it through. Because, well, keratin is definitely thicker than the skin and it has less nerves. What I have to be careful with on that is if that thing slips when I do that, it slips over into your cuticle and that hurts so bad.
Okay, guys, I just
Awesome.
put a new question in.
The other fun part is the other hand that you can't see that's inside there, this hand. Try not to stab that hand while not knowing at all where it is exactly.
Okay, and Phil, I'm answering your comment in the chat because don't want Bruce to hear what's going on. And as for the would you rather, so everyone else knows, would you rather get a random tattoo or a random piercing? And Jackie says random piercing. Taylor says tattoo. Girl Mode says tattoo. And Phil says tattoo. So most people are going for tattoo.
I'm going tattoo. Man,
Yeah, I think I would too.
I like the feeling of a tattoo. They feel wonderful. I almost fell asleep during my last one.
It's been a long time since you've had one, though.
Yeah, when last time I got one, Christia walked in and they were like doing the shading on it, and I'm like draped over the table because they're doing the back of my calf. And I looked like I just got like I was getting a massage. I'm all like draped out, half out of it. Zonk plan. I drove a manual at the time. I drove a manual at the time, and I was not trying to drive a clutch home with a brand new tattoo on my calf. That sounded unpleasant.
I think that's funny that my mom thought that was a tattoo of me.
Yeah, especially seeing it's like a rotted zombie. So, yeah.
Yeah. And that girl had a way better figure than I have in 10 years. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, well, you're no fun. You have to pick one or the other, tattoo or piercing.
I mean, also placement of things matters too, and that does change things a little bit for some people, but for me, still, I'd rather have the tattoo.
Yeah.
I eventually want to get my entire legs done and my chest and my back, so I just have the role of I should be able to wear jeans and a t-shirt and no one know I have any.
Yeah.
That's a work thing.
True. The one that's kind of visible is when I wear a tank top.
Yes. Some most companies are getting to be fine with it. Especially in the head and like find a welder that doesn't have a tattoo on his arm. They're few and far between. But that kind of helps me stand out. So if they have to send somebody to the little old lady's house to fix her gate or whatever, and have it, or send it to some old dude's house, and they're still old terms, that's when people start complaining about stuff, or when they're out of step with current society.
So, Tyler, are you saying you want to get a distance learning and a long fam tattoo?
I mean, that one Levi came out with would be a pretty dope tattoo.
Yeah.
Especially if it was done in the right spot. Something like a shoulder blade or something like back shoulder blade right behind the upper back. There.
Tyler says, yeah, logo tarts. And Jackie said that Tyler has to get in the truck first before he can get those tattoos.
Tyler only got left once. James can't even get in the chat, so.
Logo tats. And Girl Mode says if someone pays for it, she'd do that. She'd get the logo tattoos. So it looks like the majority would get the tattoos because even Sewong finally said tattoo. So another one. Be a pirate with no ship or a ninja with noisy shoes. What would you guys do? Basically be Captain Jack Sparrow or SpongeBob. I think Jeff froze. Yeah. He lost connection. He has crappy internet, guys. You're going pirate? Okay, Phil. Ashley says pirate. And we'll see how long it takes for Jeff to come back. Tyler, you can't beat Captain Jack, but I guess you're saying pirate.
Yeah. My only problem with the tattoo thing, it would be the I have nowhere to put that tattoo that anyone would ever. Yeah, because I've kind of dedicated my areas into different things. Cause like one leg I want to do Star Wars on the calf, the other one's horror. Then I have Marvel and the DC on the thighs, and then my whole chest and back is a freaking Batman thing I'm working on. So, and my Star Wars calf is going to be zombie Star Wars. And the first one I want to get to that set, get wrapped around right at sock height. That Java on his platform was Leia choking him out and an eyeball popping out of his head. So. Which will probably be not the next tattoo, but the one after that I get.
Probably what?
Not the next tattoo, but the one after.
Mm.
The next one is going to be the Batman skull. For sure. Because I want that big old chest Batman skull that says Bruce on it.
Oh, yeah. You've been wanting that since before Bruce was even born, I think.
I wanted the skull already, and then I saw, then like, when we decided to name him Bruce, I was like, that would actually be dope to take the bat symbol that's underneath it and just do the scar writing, this cut in writing, like the Joker scars, and make it say Bruce.
Yeah. Well, we have because that photo Batman, put away.
I have that picture still, yes. But I kind of looked at it like if Batman's dead, someone may have found out who he was. So True. That it fits in the Batman realm style because I mean, if that would totally make sense in the Batman realm that someone would carve that into something. Come on, pull tight. But also, it gives me a way to put Bruce's name on me and have it match in because that is one of the few names that I accept for people to have tattooed on them and not think it's retarded is your parents and your children. That's the line.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
It's the two things that I'm good with: parents or children, or grandparents. I get to see grandparents as well. Not some people are closer with their grandparents than parents.
True. So I forgot Rango somewhere tastefully tattooed on me.
That would make sense. That's more or less your father.
Yeah.
Figure.
And technically, it's also Bruce's name, too.
Yes. Because his name is my name, too. These things
this
are
is
a godsend. These little stitch helper, like needle thread helper things, are freaking wonderful once you know how to use them. And they are simple to use. All you have to do is shove that little shape right there, that little diamond, through the needle. Shove your string through that diamond, pull the diamond back out of the needle, and then pull the thread. That will pull the thread all the way through on one side, and now you're laced through the needle.
I've never used one.
I got a 3-pack of these. I will never go back to not having these. I have had to do it since I've got these because I had the little thin metal ones, and the little thin metal ones, a lot of times this hoop will pull out. And the next time I saw them, I'm like, I'm buying 2 packs. I bought 3 packs of them because it was so irritating to go backwards to threading the needle with that, like lick the thread and keep your eye. And so horrible going backwards. It's like going back to not having freaking skipped the commercial TV.
Which you get commercial TV for us on Hulu.
But no, I'm talking like going back to rabbit ears.
Oh, yeah, I remember them days.
Yeah, go back to try to go watch like nothing but rabbit ears for a week.
I've done that.
That's like the worst part of being here is the TV here kind of sucks. There's not a whole lot of channels. They don't have Cartoon Network on this TV.
Ooh.
Or Nickelodeon or Disney. I'm like, I can't even watch Bluey. What the hell?
Yeah. Phil wants to know where you're at again. He's in Rancho Cucamonga.
Yes. I'm in Rancho Cucamonga, and I am doing classes in Fontana. Basically, if anyone doesn't know that, it's just east of Pasadena. So that's the easy way to look at it.
Are you going to go see the Cucamonga Cracker Killers game?
No.
Oh.
I have tomorrow I can go do stuff, which I might go over to some comic shops. I'm thinking about doing that.
What a nerd.
I mean, I've already looked it up. There's within like a half-hour radius around me, there's like 6 of them. So I might do that. Or me and my coworker were also talking about possibly going to Dave & Buster's.
Oh, sounds like fun too.
So, yeah. I thought about grabbing another skateboard while I was out here and hitting up the skate spots, but I'm like, I would probably skate for like 2-3 hours, and a new board's like over $100, and I have a good board at the house. Plus, finding my size is rare because I like the skinny boards. I'm a late 90s, early 2000 thin popsicle board skater. A big board to me with a 775. And now I went skating 8.5, 10.5, boards, which that's a tuna boat.
So, babe, the question was, would you rather be a slow lion or a super fast sloth? And most people were saying sloth.
Yeah, because
Couple said
first
lion.
of all, slow lion dies. That's the biggest problem there. Slow
Tyler.
lion straight up dies. Like the other lions will kill slow lion. That's not a good place to be. Or not to mention, if the hyenas see weakness, they'll kill you too.
Well, yeah, has no one watched The Lion King?
Well, Lion King has many wild inaccuracies, but
but still, the quickest reference.
Chip and Dale was more nature accurate than freaking Lion King. They had a freaking mouse that did freaking mechanical work. And a rat pilot. There's something I haven't seen anyone do a good one of. Is a Chip and Dale costume. I've seen a couple Gizmo costumes that were decent, but no one ever does the whole mouse face for Gizmo. But I think it could be done a solid Chip and Dale, and then do Gizmo and just do like the wire extension up and just put a fly up there that's kind of flying around for your what was her friend's name? Zipper. For Zipper. Which, if anyone watched the Chip and Dale show or movie, that was the weirdest point when Zipper talked. Had like bassy ass voice. I was like, what just happened? Okay, so we have two patches. We have fuck you and sound of the sharks. I need to turn the tablet back on.
Fuck you, sharks!
Bat repellent shark spray.
And you guys don't tell Bruce what he's getting.
Brucey doesn't know. Brucey doesn't know.
Because he's getting this one at his party or his actual birthday.
Brucey. I don't know. This is his birthday gift. But my brain started singing Scotty Doesn't Know, but with Bruce.
I know, I heard you.
So. Sharks, Snowfinger. We could do the big man, Mr. Oogie Aboogie, which is up here. The big man,
No,
Mr.
doesn't know.
Oogie Boogie.
We have about 6 minutes left, hun.
Ooh, okay. Well, you want to start doing your wrap up thing?
Sure. Okay, guys. So, let's go back over. Rewind. Yeah, no, Phil, he can't wear it to school. We don't let him wear it to school, mainly because of that
Even
one
though I wore this patch to high school and got in trouble one time for it. I wore it every day for 2 years of high school and got in trouble one time, and I wasn't even really in trouble. Just got told, hey, you know you're not supposed to wear that, right? I'm like, yep. And he goes, turn it inside out or something. So I turned it inside out for all 5 minutes. Then he turned one way, I turned another way down a hallway, and I flipped it back right side out, and I kept ditching school.
You're going to handle those phone calls, I guess.
I was talking to the discipline principal, which was our vice principal, while ditching school. And that's as much discipline as I got. I got away with a lot.
Yeah, you did. So, to wrap things up of what's going on this month, this coming Saturday, May 10th, we are going to be at Omega Comic Con in Madeira at the Madeira Fairgrounds, along with some guys that are in the chat. You know, they'll be there. So, yeah, guys, go if you're in the Madeira Fresno area, head on over to Omega Con 2. It's being hosted by Pete Salazar. He's a really cool dude. Say one, we know you won't be there. And if you can't be there and you're still in the Sacramento area, you can go over to Lodi Comic Con. It's the same day, so you have choices. Or you can do what we've done before and hit both in one day. And then the day after that, if you're feeling up to it, Jeff left again. Impound has the Rampage convention with a lot of amazing wrestlers. So, Phil, I know you would love to go, but depends, I guess, on what you're doing with your mom and stuff, because it's Mother's Day. To meet Rikishi and Sydney Akeem and many other wrestlers there at the Scottish Rite Center in Sacramento. And then after that, the next thing we have on our calendar is Gem State. Bring your mom. If mom was into wrestling, yeah, see, I knew you would have plans, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. If your mom was a big wrestling fan, there you go. So we will be at Gem State with the guys again. And it'll be our first time, so it'll be a lot of fun and a new big experience for us. And then the week after that, Zach Geeks is holding a Geek Pride night market at Lucid Winery, where it's free admission, and there'll be lots of vendors, and it's for all ages, so you guys can go there. Is it? And you're going to San Francisco. Oh, man. I don't know what we're doing on Sunday, but I kind of don't feel like going. And also the whole weekend long, the same weekend as Geek Pride Night, it will be Fanime Comic-Con in San Jose. So I know a lot of cosplayers in our little circle of friends are going to be heading out there too. And let's see, Sacramento Deadpool was in the chat earlier, and he said he's not going to be able to go to any of those because he will be at the Ren Fair in Reading. And then wrapping up the month of May with Beaver State Comic-Con in Redmond, Oregon. So you guys can find out way more information about the Colossus Girl events on Distance Nerding. And that'll do it.
Alrighty. Well, it is that time when we have to say, don't be a hater, be a maker. Goodbye, everyone.
Go see Graveyard!